How's it going, folks? How's it going? You already know the waves, and for sure, you already know the vibes. It is Zachariah White, aka King Big Daddy Drip, back at it like it's nothing with this drip and the sauce, cause I am the boss. I am back. We are here. Happy good day to every single one of you ladies and gentlemen out there in the world. All right, it is a holy Sunday, and of course I hope that this past weekend has provided y'all with I guess some wonderful opportunities for y'all to enjoy yourselves, but also provided yourselves with enough opportunity to rest up, because again, we got a whole nother week coming up, and whatever progress, whatever amount of winning that we've been doing this past week, we gotta make sure that we replicate it in this upcoming week. Alright, but anyway, put that off to the side because you already know why I'm here. It is another episode of the News of the People. There's always something to report, and there's always something to fill you guys in on. And for this particular occasion, alright, I know that prior to y'all seeing this particular video, or at least I think I'm going to release this video in the order that I'm thinking in my head, but it may not actually, play out that way. Whatever, right? Just know this, right? Ladies and gentlemen, this, the month of June happens to be around that point in time within the year. All right, if you're paying attention to the collegiate organizations or the I'll just say the student organizations in general, this happens to be that part within the year where the leaders that were doing their thing and holding it down for those entities, for those organizations, all right, their time is coming, and of course they have to move on. And then, there are new leaders that are stepping up into their place and also going to help push the organization forward. All right. Now, with that being said, for this particular video, all right, I happen to have some information regarding the Mexican American Student Association at Florida Gulf Coast University. And this particular information is who the next officers are, who the next leaders are for this particular organization, in which, by the way, I will say this, it is a relatively new organization, but big shout outs to MASA for getting that pulled off, because again, it's very hard trying to get it's very hard overall whenever it comes to an RSO, regardless of what the actual aspect is, it's hard for them to pull off. All right, but especially if you're creating a new RSO. So big shout outs to MASA for doing that. But again, like I said, for this particular go around, I happen to have information more specifically on who the president is, who the vice president is, who the secretary is, who the treasurer is, and they also happen to have a key message. They got a couple words, of course, that they love to share with the public. All right, and by the way, actually, I'll give a big shout outs to the Mexican American Student Association, because I'm actually pulling this information from their IG page. But let me go ahead and get into it. Right? So I'll say this, the fortunate lady, the wonderful lady, the magnificent lady, all right, who happens to be the president of the Mexican American Student Association and also happens to be the founder of the organization, is none other than Mrs. Julia. All right, big shout outs to her. Again, I do happen to have a quick word from her, so y'all tune in, right? Because what her quote states: "Hi everyone, I'm Julia, MASA's founder and president. I'm currently majoring in English. I was a dual enrolled in high school, so I graduated with my AA from FSW and came over to FGCU as a junior with credits." By the way, pause. That's amazing. Big shout outs to you, Julia, for being an absolute scholar. All right, but back to it. Shout out to FGCU 2024. If you ever wondered what I'm up to, you can always find me on campus at the CAA as a writing consultant. I'm also the managing editor for FGCU's research journal. Let's see, what else? And outside of academics, I love to read, watch TV, and go to the gym. My favorite series right now is Bridgerton. Ooh, that's interesting. And lastly, I created MASA because I wanted to create the home away from home for other Mexican American college students. Watching my project grow has become one of my greatest achievements. Family and traditions are huge parts of the Mexican culture. I know that's right. And what you see, I lost my place. Look at me. Family and traditions are huge parts of the Mexican culture, and I'm so excited to see these aspects to FGCU. Gracias a todos por su apoyo. It means so much to me. Feel free to contact me, and that we will. Big shout outs to you, Julia. Again, I don't know whether you want to talk about the dual enrolled stuff, doing her thing at FSW, coming over to FGCU, or creating MASA for the sake of all the Mexican American Student Association. Wow. Okay, let me get it together. All the Mexican American students on campus at FGCU. Overall, you can't help but love it. You can't help but respect it. All right, so big shout outs to Julia. I'm gonna make sure to leave her social media down in her IG handle down in the description below, so y'all make sure that y'all follow her, and again, see what she's up to. And if you happen to have any questions about MASA, feel free to go ahead and hit her up, and she's gonna provide you with the information. All right, but let's go ahead. We moving on to the vice president. All right. The vice president for this upcoming year for the Mexican American Student Association is Edicia Rodriguez. Big shout outs to Edicia. All right. She also has a few words as well. She says, "Hi, everyone. My name is Edicia Rodriguez, and I am the vice president for the Mexican American Student Association. My major is clinical laboratory science with minors in chemistry and Spanish. On campus, I'm the mentor for the ACE program, the secretary for the project narrative, a tour guide at the Welcome Center, and a part of the Global Medical Brigades." Damn, that's a lot. Outside of class, I love going to concerts, going to baseball games, and listening to music, specifically Karol G. Of course, listen, Karol G. Bro, big shout outs to Karol G. All right. The reason why I wanted to be on MASA's e-board is because I wanted to make FGCU a more inclusive space for Mexican students and other Latino students as well. All right. I am very excited to see how this year turns out, and thank everyone for supporting us. All right, and we also, Edicia, thank you, and also thank Julia and your secretary and your treasurer and everyone else involved in MASA, all right, for their contributions, one that they've already made and that they're about to make for this upcoming school year. All right, but we're gonna go ahead and move on to the secretary. All right, the secretary that we happen to have is not Karol G, it's Julia G. All right, that might be so I don't know if there's any relations, but anyway, let me stop playing around. All right, big shout outs to Julia. She also has a few words as well. She says, "Hello, my name is Julia Garcia, or Jules, and I am the secretary of MASA. I am a second year at FGCU, majoring in digital media design and minoring in computer science. For my free time, I like to read, draw, or play solo/cozy adventure games for fun, including Animal Crossing, Ori, and The Blind Forest." All right, she might have just put me onto a couple of those games. All right, so big shout outs to Julia for that. As a Mexican American, MASA really stood out to me, as I've never seen a Mexican club be formed in school before. I appreciated the strive in sharing and learning more about the Mexican culture, since though I may have grown up Mexican, feel that I've lost touch with my origins. All right, now that was deep. Being a member of MASA and being able to help it grow as an organization is something I've built to feel pride in, representing my culture to the community of FGCU. I'm very excited and eager to spend this year making MASA a name you won't forget. And by the way, it's already a name that we can't forget, so I can only imagine how much that's gonna be once Julia ends up, doing exactly what it is that she intends. All right, but again, big shout outs to Julia, and again, as well as Edicia. And wow, that's crazy, because I just realized that there's two Julias on e-board. Damn. But big shout outs to Secretary Julia for stepping up to the plate, and also big shout outs to President Julia and Edicia for stepping up to the plate as well. But our fourth and final officer that we happen to have, at least for now, because of course they may mess around and expand their e-board, but the fourth officer that I happen to have information on is none other than Jared Millan, or Millan. I'm gonna just say Jared, because again, I don't want to butcher no last names, but his full name will be left down in the description below, so y'all make sure that y'all check that out. But anyway, Jared, he also happens to have a quick word as well. He says, "Hey guys, my name is Jared and I am the treasurer for the Mexican American Student Association. My major is accounting and I am aiming for my CPA license. I've received my AA with dual enrollment in FSW and I'm also an active member of Salceros." Oh, you see, I knew he looked familiar. By the way, side note, guys, Salceros, they performed at a number of different events, but the one that I did happen to catch was when they ended up performing at it was the spring showcase that FGCU Dance Company had, in which, by the way, big shout outs to them as well. And Salceros, they ended up doing at least 2 performances. Both of them were amazing. All right, and of course, one of them's already up on the page if you're seeing this on IG, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, it's already up on the channel. On the page. So y'all may have to go scroll and look for that. Or you could go hit up my channel on YouTube and see it there, though. But yeah, no, they definitely know how to dance. But anyway, back to what Jared was saying. All right. My daily life consists of reading, watching shows, working out, financial improvements, gaming, and working. I wanted to become a part of MASA because it can enhance my knowledge on Mexican American, on being Mexican American, and allow me to help others gain more knowledge, as well as be able to share this information into a community with shared interests. Not only this, but it also gives me experience with other people and transactions for future references. I'm happy to help anyone, and I'm excited to see what the future and community holds for our growth. All right, I'm not even gonna hold you, right? Especially with those last couple of sentences, I already know. You know what? It's no wonder why he's the treasurer. I guess his words, all I hear is money. So, he's going to manage those finances really, really well for MASA. All right. So, of course, they're not going to have to worry about that. But nonetheless, though, again, with Jared, with both of the Julias and Edicia, big shout outs to all 4 of y'all for, again, stepping up to the plate, creating MASA. And then at the same time, again, I know that we still have the rest of this summer semester, this upcoming fall and the spring. But again, things are looking up. And I already know that y'all are going to be doing amazing things. So again, man, y'all do y'all thing. Y'all keep being awesome, and also just keep putting on for one, the Mexican culture. All right, all the Mexican students at FGCU, for Fort Myers, for Southwest Florida, just keep putting on, keep doing your thing, man. Keep doing your thing. But not all this information, because that would be a lot of information to put in the description. But at least the social media pages to each of these officers will be left down in the description below, as well as the social media page to the Mexican American Student Association. That will also be left down in the description as well. So y'all make sure that y'all check them out, y'all follow, and if y'all have any questions, feel free to hit them up and ask them, and they will provide you with the information. But I thank y'all so much for your time as always. All right, hold up. I thought I had the burp. But again, I thank y'all for your time. Y'all make sure that y'all like this up for the news of the people. Y'all make sure that y'all share this with any and everybody, especially if they are an Eagle, FGCU Eagle, especially if they are, if they have anything to do with to FGCU, Fort Myers, Southwest Florida, anything like that. But most importantly, man, y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned, y'all stay tapped in, and y'all stay locked in, because the juice over here never stops dripping. All right. I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace, be easy, and as always, y'all stay blessed up.